Hello guys, today I'm going to show you Sakupen and I'm going to take you through a rundown of the level, and I'm going to explain why I think it'll be the first impossible level to be beaten. So, without further ado, let's start the level. Maybe go in at 0.9 times speed, or 0.8, just to inspect everything. There. So the level begins with a very tall jump. A jump on a 3 square, which is definitely a possible jump, into a blue orb, which then launches you into a pretty generic ship section for an extreme demon. I wouldn't say this ship section is anything special, really. You just kind of gotta get with the flow of it. I've done it once. So yeah, that's the ship part. I don't really like the design though. But yeah, the ship part's not bad. It's pretty good. For an extreme beam, I think it's around that difficulty. This UFO part's pretty fun. It starts with a jump, like, into a section, and then into a red orb, which really isn't that hard. Unless you're like a new player or something. But yeah, you'll have to... I think this small part is genius, and it's even kind of fun to do, if you know how to do it. And I love this spider. It uses the spider in the best way possible. You just gotta get to the rhythm of when you have to click in the spider and you got it. And I like how this part uses where you have to land on the edges. It's actually kind of fun. And this is a pretty good robot part, like for an extreme demon, so pretty good here. This is just like a subsection that continues on that. And this right here is my favorite part of the level because it really looks so hard, but all it is you click on the yellows when you're going down, the blues when you're going up. Like this. I'll even do a click pattern. Listen to this. And then this part, this is where one of the hard parts is. So you have to like double click immediately like this. Did you hear that? I had to press Control and Backspace at the same time to try to replicate the noise. But yeah, that's basically how that part works. This is a asymmetrical move that's pretty good. Then we got one of those wall parts where you have to go up and down like this. A pretty tight wave section. I don't like that one for actual wave trials. Another level we wants that to be impossible, so these are some frame perfects. 4 for each type. We got robot frame perfects. We got mini robot 3 times speed frame perfects. They might be frame perfects. Here you have to land on the edge, use some mechanics. This part's pretty generic for an extreme demon, I'd say. You have to yeah. And this UFO is genius. This robot's a good build up. And I'm actually able to do this part, believe it or not. This part's not that hard. You just need to know when to click. Actually, I'll do it right now. Listen to my click pattern. And then this mini wave, which is actually a pretty good extension, I'd say. And it's kind of like from Ashley Wave Trials, once again. It's a pretty good extreme demon category wave. It's not that hard, but still. And I like this part. It uses that one spam type, so you always have to. And then this duel, which is actually pretty well implemented into part of the level. Right there, you just need to. Okay, this is another one of those things where it looks really hard, but all you have to do is when you're down, you have to click when you're on the yellow portal, and then when you're up, you click on a blue portal, and the only other times you click are never, except when you hold a little bit here, and then you hold a little bit here, and then go up, and then hold a little bit there on the blue portal and go down, like this. I'll do a click pattern. And then yeah, it's this just more dual gameplay, and then this, which I think is a pretty good extension for the part. It's like a more calm, but still it gives off that Circles vibe in the sense that it's giving off vibrations right here. And this part, I think you just need to memorize little bit. It doesn't seem that easy, but if you haven't memorized, then maybe it could be easy. And there's some spam right there. Invisible spam, how evil. Then that. And then some straight fly. And this part's kind of genius, because you see how he's in the hitbox? Well, it turns out there's like a smaller hitbox inside of you, where you can actually go inside, but if it touches in the hitbox of this, then you immediately die. But if you're, okay, so, if you're able to click fast enough, then you can like go through there, barely, and go through it like this. And I think it's a pretty good gimmick for this level, actually. And then another one, and this is probably one of the choke points. Probably Zoink could do it though, as he did kinda in Astral Wave Trials. Somebody could be up to here, I'd already say. This part's pretty easy actually. I mean, I don't even have to say why it's easy, it's just easy. This part on the other hand is like you need to know when to click. I like the spider, really good implementing. And then you need to know where to click in this robot, also genius. It's also really fun if you know how to do it. I've done it once, not the whole thing. I started from here, up at these dashboards, and then got to there. That's pretty much it. And then some spam from like brief, or whatever you want to call it. Then a memory part. I don't even know what it's from here, but I'm not really paying attention to memory, so maybe if I learned it. Okay. So I'd say everything up to now has been possible. Like, you could do it in a run. But here's where the challenge begins. This part. Just listen to the clicks I'm going to do to try to replicate this. Okay, so now you're probably thinking, well, it's impossible now. But all we need, because the rest of it after this is pretty possible, all we need is for some guy who's daring to do thousands of attempts just to get past this and get one lucky attempt where he clicks with such precision that he somehow gets through this. And honestly, it's a little faster actually because I'm in 0.85 speed. So this is what it actually looks like. But yeah, you get the point. It's still possible though. I still feel that somebody could do it if they poured a million or even a few million attempts into this. I think it's possible. You just need one lucky attempt where you get through here and then finish the rest of the level. So anyways, after this abomination, or whatever this is, what the? I might have clicked the wrong button, guys. So then, after that, you get to relax with this part. It's a pretty good, like, it still matches the difficulty, but at the same time, it's like giving you a break. It's like in between somewhere, which is why I like it so much. I'd say everything after that really big choke point is doable. Like, there's no impossible parts. Maybe a few frame perfects, but that's it. This part's just from Sakupen circles, I think. So if you memorize that, then you're good. You just need to get through it. You just need to get through this and that. And I'd say these next clicks aren't that hard. Right here, I've done it one time, 2 times actually. I like these robot clicks, and I'd say you could beat all these. And then these are just where you need to let some well-timed clicks before the last part. It's not really a choke point, if you ask me. I it's fair and balanced considering completing the rest of the level except for that one part. And here you just need to memorize where to click at. But once you get past the 3 first iterations of memory, here I'll count for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, after 4, then it's just normal memory and it's not that hard. You just need to be careful. And then the ship should be straightforward. You really should be able to get to the end. Not to worry, and boom! If you've done that, you've officially completed Sakupen Egg. Why do I keep saying egg? And so do I still think it's possible? Regarding the name's title, boys, I think it's possible. Okay, I know you're thinking, this sounds ridiculous. How could somebody possibly do this part? Well, that's a good question, actually. But if somebody were to click like this pattern, dude. Okay, oops, let me redo that. Be like this. You need to remember to loosen your grip right there, and then as long as you do that, and you can complete the rest of the level, you did it. I actually think this level's possible. Barely. I bet if Zoink tried, he could beat it in 10 years. Anyways, that was my explaining of why I think Sakupen End is possible and somebody will eventually beat it. Peace.